4 starts now.
He was a star on and off the ice. Tonight, nearly 4 months since he was taken by senseless gun violence on I-55, Colin Brown's family goes public talking about love and great loss. I'm Samantha Jones with Cameron. Bob Corey is off. The 16-year-old Colin Brown was with his father when a bullet came through their windshield.
Yeah, tonight his father and his mother find strength to tell their story, the heartache, and their hope for the future. Here's First Alert 4's Alexis Sotos.
So many have been touched by Colin Brown's memory. He was a hockey star, an honor student who one day hoped to go to medical school. He was a son and a big brother. And this is the first time we are hearing from his parents, who wanted to share their memories of Colin and their thanks to the community who has helped them get through the darkest days.
The last day X'd out was the day before that he was shot.
For Colin Brown's family, time stopped on November 23rd. Their 16-year-old son's bedroom remains mostly untouched.
We still can't even bring ourselves to take the water that was left in it.
The family's world turned upside down by a senseless act of violence.
It's excruciating. One of the ways I've kind of described it to people is that on that day, 4 of us were killed, except 3 of us didn't die. And that's what it's been ever since. There isn't a day without tears.
Calvin and Tracy Brown sat down with us to share their son's legacy and how one night shattered their lives forever.
For me, he was my best friend.
Brown, a former Illinois State police officer, was driving his son home from a hockey game that night.
The last thing I received was from Colin that said, "Hey, Mommy, love you, we're on our way home." And I said, "Us too, see you soon."
A bullet came through their window on Interstate 55 in South St. Louis. Brown doesn't want to get into too many details of that night, but says everything changed in an instant.
Colin, that night, all the things he loved happened. He played hockey. We stopped at QT on the way home, got him a hot dog. He loved Reese's Cups, got him his Reese's Cups. It was, the holiday season, and every year he loved to get like Sprite Zero cranberry. So he got that. So those 3 things. And we were just, he was happy in the car talking about that. And we were just headed home. And then all of a sudden, world was shattered.
Despite the best efforts at the hospital, Colin didn't survive his injuries. He was able to donate his organs, and his teammates, family, and friends were there to say goodbye.
We do know that his heart went to a man who had 5 kids. And so somebody's father is getting to spend their days with their children. We don't get to spend days with ours, but there are some kids who have their dad.
A final act of kindness from a young man who was known for helping others.
As one mom said to me, that Colin was the glue of the team.
The hockey community, especially the moms of his teammates, have been a lifeline.
Without them, would never have made it through this at all. They check on me every single day.
The kindness from strangers who've sent gifts and notes has been overwhelming.
That was one of the reasons we wanted to do this, is just tell everybody thank you.
But none of it heals their pain.
Every day you expect to see him coming down the stairs. As you see at our table, it's a table of 4. But there's only 3 of us, so I'll never sit there again. I'll never have the chance to sit in a rink again and look across the ice and see my boy and have him look at me, and we had our own little communication style with each other. That type of thing's never going to happen again, and you realize the finality of that.
The family is grateful arrests have been made, and they're hopeful their son's death may bring a change in the future.
These type of incidents, they have consequences. It may not be just in the realm of the judicial system. It's a consequences of families. People are destroyed by senseless acts.
3 people have been arrested and charged in the death of Colin Brown, and while his family hopes for justice, they also hope their son's death brings a greater change when it comes to gun violence. We'll have more on that part of the interview tonight at 10 o'clock. Sam?